Celebrate good times. Come on. Celebrate good times. Come on. There's a party going on right here. The celebration to last throughout the year. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Gotta let the people know what's up. And a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, and 3. Welcome to the Jaybefaunt channel. I am your host, James Fauntleroy. So good to see all of you here on a Saturday evening. Absolutely. It is party time, P-A-R-T-Y, because I gotta. Welcome to all who are joining me for this special stream. Thank you so very much. If you guys have not already, you guys can like, share, and subscribe for all the deliciousness that is your boy, Jaybefaunt. So good to see you in here. Have you guys liked the stream yet? Go ahead and do that thing. Do that thing. Do it. All right. Also, if you guys have not already, you guys can subscribe to my Substack so you guys can get those newsletters whenever I go live, upload clips, or write any articles. So you guys have that there at jaybefaunt.substack.com. Also, if you guys like to ask me a question and you guys want a video response or a video reaction to something that you saw that you found interesting, you guys can do it through QBounty at qbounty.com/jaybefaunt as well. So thank you very much for that. Well, look, it is an interesting time to be alive. It is a great time to be alive, actually. And so I'm going to raise my glass of my cranberry grape juice, and say, it's been quite a year. Needless to say, I want to start off as I always do by saying hello to you. So what we're going to do is when I go into the chat, say our hellos, our salutations, our how you doings. And then we shall get on with the show. All right. So starting off, we have Cat T coming in saying Savvy Sab. Oh, so by the way, guys, take the poll. Let me know. And if you guys want to answer inside the chat as well. Let me know how you found this channel. Like, were you watching a different channel? Did you guys find out from RBN? Did you guys just follow me on Twitter or other social media platforms? How did you find me? And, what led you to subscribing as well? Thank you very much. Kat says, Sabby Sabs, and then I looked up RBN when she said she was a part of it. Okay, cool. Thank you so very much. We have Andrew coming in saying 5K. Woohoo. Yeah, thank you so very much. Indy from INN says, congratulations, brother JB. I believe in you. Always have you earned this. Thank you. You know what you just reminded me of? That part in the movie Hook where everybody's telling Peter Pan, I believe in you. I believe in you, Peter. Man, it means the most to me. So thank you so very much. Go ahead and also subscribe to INN, the Indie News Network. They do great work on the ground as well, and especially in just doing deep dives on different various topics, to things that you probably didn't even know much about. One of their articles dealing with RFK Jr. was actually really good on there. They have a Substack too, so go ahead and check that out. All right, so who else we have? We have Rose coming in. All right, thank you so very much for all the celebratory emojis. Jay's Heart coming in saying, congratulations, you are an inspiration. Oh, man, thank you so much. Appreciate that. We have Luke Carlos coming in saying, through RBN, because we Florida men too. I'm just a few hours south of you. All right. It was a beautiful day, actually, for the most part. I didn't really get to go outside because, I just didn't get to go outside today. But it was a beautiful day here in Florida for the most part. So it's going to get hotter. So I'm going to have to enjoy those days at the beach. But yes, thank you so very much. Sarina says, greetings, comrades. Congratulations on the 5K subs. Thank you so very much, Sarina. Appreciate it. Terry Connolly coming in saying, congratulations, JB 5K. Thank you so very much. We have Wesley saying, just getting started. Just getting started. Thank you. I pwned you. Oh my gosh. There's this video where they were making fun of the word pwned. You just got pwned. I forgot the name of the channel, but they also did a song called Bromance. It was hilarious. But yeah, if you haven't seen those videos, they're pretty funny. But it is funny. They made a song called Bromance. Bromance. Oh my goodness. I'm not even gonna sing that. I'm not gonna say the song. You guys just need to look up the Bromance song and tell me what you think. It's hilarious. All right. Sean Miller coming in saying, congrats, JB. Well deserved. On to 50K. Woo! You swinging for the fence, Sean Miller. Swinging for the fences. Jacqueline coming in and saying, hey, Jaybefaunt, congratulations. Only a few more to 100,000 subscribers. Yeah. I need 95,000 more, but we'll get there eventually. All right. We have Matthew and Chloe says, yay, 4-5 large. JB, no joke. Thank you so very much. Appreciate it very much as well. Quantum Alchemist coming in and saying, hey, everyone, and congrats to JB. Thank you so very much as well. It says, nice tie, JB. How it tastes. Yeah, this is what I call my rainbow tie. I actually love this tie. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna wear it. So it's actually a rainbow. So yeah. And this isn't red. This is orange. So just let if the camera doesn't pick that up. So this is an orange shirt. Yeah. And it fits me very well, by the way. Who else that I didn't get to say hello to? My comrade Nick coming in. It says, so proud of you, brother. Much love always. Oh man. My heart can't take the wholesome goodness. Thank you so much. Oh man. Nick, one of the things I gotta say this, because one thing that I know that has been taught to me is give people their flowers while they're still alive. One thing I got to say about you is that despite me being a little bit older, you have been a very good teacher, especially when it comes to foreign policy, especially with your retention of facts and figures and details, and then centering that around humanity. And showing the human aspect of it. I just want to say thank you, because that in itself is a talent that I'm trying to work up, trying to hone in on. But yeah, and I actually started to learn more, especially about foreign policy and how it connects to domestic policy because of you. So thank you. Appreciate it. All right. So we have Roger Meadows, my brother, saying, I proposed something to you in the DM. You proposed to me? Roger, I thought you were straight, man. I mean, hey, whatever floats your boat. Sorry. All right. I'll take a look at it in a little bit. Why in the hell y'all watch this channel? Sometimes I just like, what in the world? Sometimes I shake my head at myself sometimes. My goodness, JB, what are you doing? Stop it. Stop it. All right. Savita says, JB, 5K, congrats. Slow and steady. That's what wins races, basically. Slow and steady wins the race. So thank you very much for that, Savita. All right. Who else I think to say hello to? Katie Lewis, who's also part of the Orlando chapter of RBN, So proud of you, brother. Congratulations. Another one who has actually been, despite our age difference, has taught me a lot. Especially in dedication to the community. Katie is not only an accomplished author and writes articles in his Substack, but also does mutual aid, not just helping us out here in Orlando, but also on the East Coast as well. And utilizing the resources that he has in order to help the unhoused and help the people within this area. So you're an inspiration, Katie, and I just want to thank you very much for that. And I'm proud to be comrades and friends with you. All right. Let me see. CBC voter said, "Happy birthday, JB." Just kidding. Let me see. My birthday's in 2 months anyway, so if you all want to give me something. No, you don't have to give me anything. Just do some mutual aid. That's enough. All right. Let me see. Who else didn't I get to say hello to? You know, I'm gonna get you for that one. Tomorrow at the meeting, I'm gonna get you for that one. I'm gonna have to show Sebby that one. She's gonna bust out laughing for that one. You got me, Nick. You got me. Thank you so very much. Okay. Let me see. Kime says, "Hey, go JB, go JB, go JB, go JB, go." See, now you got, oh, gosh, now you got me thinking about a Goofy movie, Powerline. Look, let's make one thing clear, abundantly clear. A Goofy movie is a black ass movie because Powerline was like a mix between Bobby Brown and MC Hammer. Like the way he looked at the aesthetic, he had the fade, right? He had the dancing. Then he had a big woman who was, you know, singing soul. Bro, that you could put MC Hammer on stage or Bobby Brown on stage and have Martha Walsh up there singing. And it would basically be Powerline. And the person who voiced Powerline was Tevin Campbell. Okay? A Goofy movie was a black ass show. Roxanne was that typical, like, you know, baddie, you know, the light-skinned baddie that they had a lot of back in the day, back in the 90s. That was a black ass movie. It just was. And it was a great movie about, you know, bonding of father and son too. So it was really nice. Anywho, I'm going off on a tangent. Wow, there's a lot of people in here. We have Mouse coming in saying, "Great show today, Nick." Yep. Nick is doing the damn thing. And then Nick is right about. Nah. I'm not gonna touch that one. Oh my God, what name is this? Humpalot 100. Congrats on 500. I'm sorry, 5,000. Thanks, Humpalot. Oh my goodness, what in the world? Serena says, "I love animation. A Goofy movie is a gem." Yeah. Mouse says correct. Tevin and Hammer were at Paisley Park a ton in the 80s. Oh. Okay. That's interesting. Well, that's nice. All right. So why are we here? You know why. You know exactly why. Let's get into it. It's a celebration, baby. We're doing it. 5,000 subscribers celebration. I look, I started doing this back in 2021. In fact, I started in November of 2021. Now, I've had this channel since 2008, right? But I didn't really do much with it. And I was trying to start doing like voiceovers, but it just never panned out. I wanted to do like announcer, voiceover, stuff like that. But I kind of gave up on that. And so I didn't start considering doing this type of work until, in fact, it was Nick doing the Black Rose Brigade with a few of us who started Fred Hampton Leftists. And then after a few months of us starting Fred Hampton Leftists, so we started in April of 2021. And then by the time we got to November of 2021, I said, you know what? I want to do my own channel. And so that's what birthed Jaybefaunt. And so slowly but surely, I've been growing. And the rise isn't super fast. And one of the things that I had to get over, one of the things I had to get past was my imposter syndrome. My imposter syndrome, because when you're surrounded by people who are brilliant, that are doing great work, and you don't know your own potential, you start to question yourself, like, how did I get here? I must have cheated my way here. Like, I must have tricked people, like Nick and Savvy and Rome and all the others. I must have tricked them somehow into getting into this space. And I felt like it was undeserved. Not that I wasn't trying to do my best. I was. But I just didn't think I could ever achieve even just a fraction of what they already have achieved in their own right. And so I compared, and I looked at everybody else and I said, well, they're so much better than me. And what's the saying go? What's the saying? I think is comparing is the thief of joy, something like that. And so I had to stop comparing. The only person I should be competing with is myself. And so I made a resolve that in this space, in the independent media space, my goal is never to compete with my fellow content creators. That's not why I'm here. There's two things I aim to do, is to cooperate and collaborate. Why do I need to compete when we're all trying to work towards the goal of making the world a better place? And by going a specific direction of getting rid of this economic system that has harmed so many people, getting rid of imperialism, white supremacy, capitalism, all the things that actually encompass it as well, like the debris that follows within its orbit, just like the debris that was surrounding the asteroid in the movie Armageddon, right? It had all that debris that was coming along with it. So you have the main pieces, right? And you have debris of, it could be xenophobia, it could be misogyny and misogynoir, it could be things like classism, all these different things that surround it as well. And so my goal was really to get rid of these systems by informing and also trying to be an example. And so I looked at people like Rome doing work on the ground, doing mutual aid. And at the time, I can say now, I was on dialysis. And because I was on dialysis, I was like, I can't do that. It's not possible. The universe told me, hey, hold up. The universe looked at me and said, excuse me, sir, you are wrong. You can totally do it. You just got to have more faith in yourself and do the damn thing. And that's what the universe told me. And that's exactly what I did. So I started. Well, I helped establish the Orlando chapter for RBN. And then a couple of lovely, big-hearted, brilliant people came through the door of that coffee shop and joined me. And now our focus on helping our community is even stronger than before. When it comes to how I did my channel and how I am focusing on the issues that I focus on and the quality of how I do my channel, I look at people like Sabby Sabs, my sister from another mister. And one of the things that she taught me so well is that you don't have to be perfect. You just have to give your best. Right? And one of the conversations that we have all the time is, what does it matter? What matters most? Does the mission matter most, or does the money matter most? For us, it's about the mission. The mission is to inform you about what the system is, what it does, and how it harms all of us. And then in turn, part of that mission is encouraging mutual aid, building dual power, and wresting power away from the corporate dictators that have ruined this planet. And to make sure that equality and equity is applied so that everybody is truly free. And I think that's one of the reasons why I kept going, even though I have been demonetized since October of 2023. Because even though I'm not monetized anymore, the mission comes first. The mission is to make the world better, to leave the world better than I found it. If I'm focused on the money, then I'm not going to care about the world as much. What you focus on primarily is what will be your driver. And so between people like Nick, Rome, and Savvy, they have continuously showed me that it's about the mission. The mission is the primary thing. Everything else will follow, right? Just focus on that. And another thing I look at other creators, especially from what I call the legacy left, and they deliver the news, but unfortunately, their goal seems to be to keep you within the system that plays you. And I'm not about that. When I say I want the world to win, I mean it. I want the world to win. And I'm not saying that they don't, but I'm saying some people's priorities some people's priorities, they allow those priorities to get in the way of actually making the world better. Because some of them have to keep up a certain type of lifestyle. Because now they have to, elevate that lifestyle. I'm focused on lifestyle too, but it's not my own. It's the lifestyle of my neighbors, especially the ones that are unhoused in these streets. I'm focused on their lifestyle. I'm focused on the lifestyle of the people who are struggling to pay rent, who struggle to pay their light bill. Sometimes they have to go twice a year to go to the light heap office just in order to be able to make sure that their power isn't cut off. Or those who have to go and renew every few months to get their SNAP benefits. I'm focusing on their lifestyle and improving that. The lifestyle of the people who are in the global south that are suffering from war and strife because of a system that means to tear them apart just for a few extra dollars or a few extra minerals or rare earth minerals or resources. You are sharing this rock we call Earth with all these people. And if you continue to allow the injustices of this system to harm them, eventually it will come back to you. If I'm sitting in a pool with you and there's no way out, and I throw poison to the other side of the pool, eventually that poison will reach me. That's the way the world works. There is no other planet that we can just go to on a whim. This is it. This is what we got. And we're all part of this planet together. We all share a collective consciousness. Not to get into anything metaphysical, but we all share the same sunlight, the same air, same water, same earth. We share these things. And so the pain felt on the other side of the planet eventually will come back to you. Equally, the joy felt on the other side of the planet, the real joy, will eventually come back to you. You just have to choose which one you're willing to accept. And so it's these thoughts that are some of my guiding principles. Like I said on Twitter earlier, one of my economic philosophies is everybody eats. That's it. Everybody. What's so radical about that? It's nothing radical. It's common sense. I see you starving. Well, let me feed you. You're thirsty? Let me get you some water. You're cold? Let me get you some clothes. But it cannot happen in a system that values capital above people. And so this is the reason for the channel. The reason for the channel is to inspire people to see themselves in other people, to see yourself in your neighbor, no matter their identity or economic standing. to see yourself and your fellow humans so that when they suffer, you feel it here. And then you start to say, never again. I know what it's like to constantly suffer, to feel like you're behind the eight ball, to feel despair, to have that self-harm ideation like stirring up within you, saying to yourself that maybe this world would be just a little bit better without me. And I turn that around and I say, what can I do to make this world better and influence others to make this world better? So even if I'm gone, the world is in good hands. Your brother is my brother. Your sister is my sister. Your sibling is my sibling. Your mother's my mother. Your father's my father. Your kids are my kids. If you don't have a community mindset, you're not going to focus on building community. You have to have a community mindset for the entire planet. The entire planet. Because whether you're religious and a theist, or if you're non-religious or an atheist, we all come to the conclusion that from a theist point of view, we're all God's children. From an atheist point of view, we're all cousins. So therefore, right, we're all part of one another. Now, this doesn't mean accept any type of harm that can come from the hands of others. No. Some people are just going to have to be stopped. Some people are going to fuck around and find out. But within reason. But that's what we have to do. We cannot allow ourselves to be talked out of our humanity. And that includes being talked out of your humanity when you look at yourself. This is why I say be kind to yourself, because community starts with you. And then extend it out. How are we treating our family members, even the ones within our own household? Are we seeing them as part of our community? Do we have more compassion for somebody who we don't know versus somebody who we do know? I think that's one of the points that I've been trying to convey. And so I did that spiel, unplanned, by the way, no notes, but I did that spiel because I hope I said something that will leave an impression upon someone to do just a little bit more for your fellow human beings. And then that bleeds into doing just a little bit more for your fellow sentient beings. Just a little bit more. Not so much to the point where you push yourself into exhaustion and burnout. No, because remember, many hands make the load light, right? But join together, cooperation, collaboration. Let those be part of your ethos. Let that be part of your guiding principles when it comes to changing the world and making it a little bit better. You can do it. You've probably already done it many, many times already. And if you have, I'm very proud of you. And if you're attempting to start, I'm very proud of you. So I wasn't going to make this a very long stream because I am long-winded as hell. But through the ups and downs of having a channel, through the ups and downs of being housing insecure, through the ups and downs of the passing of my grandmother, the ups and downs of me going to the hospital over and over, to the ups and really no downs of me having a kidney transplant and now no more dialysis. That happened all within from the first subscriber all the way to the 5,000th. And what a journey it's been. So thank you all so very much for being there and supporting me. And your kind words, they mean more than you think. They help here and here, which can also help everything else. So you are my neighbor. And I am grateful to the universe for you. And that's why it pushes me even harder to want to do more, especially in this system. So yes, thank you. And thank you to all my fellow content creators who are on the independent left, who, despite me being a tiny little channel, when I ask them to come on, they say, yes, we'll come on. They don't look at the size of my channel and go, I'm not coming on. To the people who actually responded, because there's people who I've actually reached out to and have not gotten response. No answer. Nothing. I hope they respond someday. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But I just want to thank the content creators that in independent media that have also supported me by coming on or inviting me on their shows and collaborating. It means a lot. So thank you too. And I also want to give a big thank you to my family. Big thank you to Tony. Big thank you to my nieces, my nephews, my siblings, my brothers, sister-in-laws. Big thank you to my mom for putting up with me and my loud mouth. And thank you to all my friends, those who aren't even in the political sphere, who have been there for me and rooting for me, despite not really being politically, as into this space as somebody like me. Thank you. So with that being said, we're going to go to a card really quick. and then we'll do the patron shout out, and then we'll go into the chat and we'll chat. All right. Just give me 1 second and we'll put up the card, and I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, everybody. So if you guys have not already, go ahead and do me a favor and go ahead and like the stream. Thank you very much. It means the most to me. So I appreciate it. All right, let's get into the chats and let's see what you guys had to say. Also want to take a look at that poll as well, if possible. So we're going to take a look at that poll too. If you guys have not, go ahead, please take the poll as well. I'd like to see what you guys are saying out there. So let's go into this. See, I have the Price is Right song stuck in my head right now, and I just don't know what to do with it. Oh well. Let me see. All right. Woo. All right. Sir Humble out of the round table. That's funny. Jacqueline says, where's Paisley Park? Paisley Park is in Minnesota. I think it's Minneapolis. Paisley Park is the name of Prince's home. He named it Paisley Park. So yeah. Charles J says, hi, congrats. Thank you so very much. You see. And then yeah, need a savvy beat drop. Yeah, I don't have anything like that right now. I wish I did. I wish I had like a custom beat for this. Like that's one of the things I've been wanting. Actually, there's a couple things I've been wanting for my channel. One of the things is an intro video. I've been wanting an intro video, but I don't have one, and I don't know who can make one. And the problem is, like, even if I found somebody that can make one, I can't afford to pay somebody to make it. It would have to be free. So unfortunately, I ain't got the money. So plus, I just had a kidney transplant, and taking care of this kidney costs a lot of money. So I'm gonna have to, unless you want to volunteer, that's the only thing. But yeah, Mouse says 50,000. Here we come, baby. Well, man, I'll celebrate big when that comes. Um, oh, thank you. The shirt and tie are working. Thank you so very much. Appreciate it. Mal says, do it, JB. It's a fat paycheck. Fat paycheck. Look, the only way I'll do something. Nah, I can't. No. I was gonna do a dance off for y'all, but y'all don't want to see my roly poly behind dancing on stream. But it can happen one day. All right. So Savita says, I found RBN during the pandemic from Jimmy Dore. Thank you very much for that. Wow, Savita says, believe it or not, I learned so much with RBN than in my anthropology class. What? Whew. That's heavy. That's very heavy. I mean, honored, yeah, but that's heavy. Wow. Luke says, you're in your place with your peeps. Everyone is amazing, including JB. Oh, thank you so very much. Charles J says, JB, you're a star. Thank you very much. We are all made of stars. Myra says, hi, everyone. Good to see you, Myra. Let me see. Terry Hinton coming in saying, hello, Jaybefaunt in chat. Thank you so very much. Yeah, CBC said 5,000 people in a kidney. Yay, kidney beans. Actually, I had beans earlier. They were black beans. Black beans over some rice. That was actually pretty good. Anyway. And then, I didn't get to see Dwayne. Good to see you, Dwayne. All right. I almost said your name just like Whitley Gilbert. Dwayne. Oh my God. The only shame I didn't like, JB, was when you sang that Rick Astley song, Never Gonna Give You Up. Not because I've got anything against you singing, it's I can't stand that stupid song. We've been together for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too tired to say. Oh my gosh. No, I'm not going to sing it. I'm not going to sing it. Let me see. Jimmy, thank you so very much. Appreciate that as well. I'm just trying to get to people who I haven't gotten to yet. Okay, here we go. All One Same says, love your analogies and stories to illustrate oneness. Thank you so very much. Appreciate it. Wait, hang on. Savita says, did you guys notice Status Quo has slowly started criticizing the Dems? Yeah, they look, a lot of people are sick and tired of the BS from the Democratic Party. And a lot of people are at their wits' end, and they realize that there's really no respite from this fascist system through the Democratic Party. And so, yeah, a lot of people are now starting to reject the duopoly in its entirety. And it's a good thing to see. And so I'm just glad that, they're doing great work on the ground, especially Of course, I had Jordan Sheridan on a few weeks back. And so, yeah, it's just, it is important that we see through the lies and get past the partisanship that is pushed on us, right? It's pushed on us in order to keep us distracted. Oh, snap. Here comes Tim. Tim is also part of the Orlando chapter for RBN. Says, yo, good to see you, Tim. All right. Yeah, Killia Grigor, it's good to see you. Says empathy and compassion. Yeah, that's what's going to save the day. Honestly. Dana. All right, yes. And all I'm saying says make empathy normal again. Absolutely. Let me see. Yep. Killia Grigor, the hero you seek is in the mirror. Yep. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. Oh gosh, that ugh. My voice and that just terrible. Anyway. Sherry Henson says, I'm so happy to be a part of mutual aid with Savvy. Amen. Yeah, she's doing the damn thing up there in Boston. Oh my goodness. It's amazing. Yeah. Sister, and oh, by the way, she also did a mutual aid workshop this morning. If you guys have not, go ahead and subscribe to Savvy's Substack as well, because I think that's important. And so you guys can get into the mutual aid classes so that you can learn how to do mutual aid and you can start helping your communities out yourself. RIP Rafael Alarir says, hi fam, congratulations JB, hashtag Juche Gang. I gotta pronounce it correctly. Oh my goodness. Ellen coming in with love. Thank you so very much, Ellen. Appreciate it. Marcello Pereschini Rodriguez says, greetings from Brazil. Obrigado. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right. Savita says, JB, do you have to give up disability because of transplant now? Do they expect you to go back to work? Well, first, they actually they do expect me to go back to work. But one of the things that a lot of people don't know is that because it's almost overnight, you become from okay. Technically, I personally think that anybody who's received a transplant should still be considered disabled, because missing those medications can, it may not be instant rejection, but it can lead to rejection very quickly. And so then you're back to square one. And so I think that you should still be considered disabled. But fortunately, this is one thing I can say, is that your disability ends a year after your transplant. So this is why, yes, I will be looking for employment. I'm going to be trying to get into some. I would like to work from home, primarily because being immunocompromised now, it's best for me to kind of, not be around so many people, because a lot of people come into work still sick. But that's our system, right? A lot of people, they may not have health insurance, or they may be what we call underinsured. And so then they'll still come into work, even though, because they can't afford the premiums and the co-pays, right? They can't afford that, or and so they have to come in, or they may have, used up all their sick time, their PTO. And so they have to come into work. And it's not fair. It's not fair to people like me who are immunocompromised. So now they have to come into work and I have to be around them, all because We don't have a robust healthcare system, and we don't have a system where workers, you know, are actually running things. You just have the corporate oligarchs, these corporate dictators that are running everything. But yeah, so that's basically how it is in this, is at least here in the United States. Mouse says, I would tear up, but Kit got me all dehydrated. So with that being said, I also wanted to share this as well. Because yes, I'm celebrating right now, but I want to make sure as well that that we also assist our comrades, our friends in independent media. So I want to share as well, and I'll probably give the link to this as well. Actually, let me do this right now. Okay, so let me share my screen so you guys can see. So Heartlands Media, they are friends to the channel, and they're going through some legal issues right now. And so if you guys can help them out, they have a GoFundMe set up, $30,000 in legal fees, 4 lawsuits in no case. So this is a fight that they've been dealing with, and I just, my heart goes out to Kit and Daniel. They're doing the best that they can despite the circumstances. So if you guys can give them any assistance at all in helping them, because they're also trying to inform and inspire and encourage people, please do so. And let me share the GoFundMe so you guys can also share that as well. So this is their GoFundMe. So they raised 26% of their goal so far. So of course there's Kit Cabello, who's organizing this fundraiser. And so they give the information, information as to what is going on and why they're fighting this. So if you guys can, please go ahead and try to contribute whatever you can. Or if you can't, then please share. Go to their Twitter, share their pinned tweet. Make sure it gets circulated, because they're doing great work on the ground. Okay. So I appreciate Kit for all he does. He's tried to help me out so much. He tried to help me get this channel remonetized again. And, unfortunately, the way Google and YouTube work, they wouldn't do it. But he stayed up with me to try to get it done. So I appreciate him very much. So go ahead and share that as well. And I'll share it again in a minute. But yes, thank you very much. Speaking of Kit Cabello, I was going to bring that up this stream. I had plans on already, but you kind of beat me to it, Mouse. So thank you very much. Jacqueline says, your mom must have gone through some really worrying times these last 12 months or so. Hope she's now able to relax and enjoy life. Yeah. Plus, losing my grandmother back in 2023. And then my mother also lost friends as well on top of it. Friends that we've known for, 25, 30 years. My mom lost. And so, and then seeing me in the hospital for almost nearly 3 weeks, fighting a serious infection. The stress is very high, so plus, we depend on each other because financially I can't afford to live on my own and she can't afford to live on her own. It's just the way it is. That's the way the system is. And I know people will see me like, oh, you have a channel on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, but you guys don't know the entire situation. Number one, I'm not monetized. Even if you guys see commercials on any of my streams, those commercials, all that money is going back to YouTube. It's not going to me at all. And so that's the rough part. And so I'm grateful for the patrons on Patreon because without them, I wouldn't be able to do this. So let me do that. Let me do a patron shout out first, and then we'll continue in the chat. Okay. So I just want to thank all the patrons on Patreon. But without you guys, I would not be able to do this vital work. You guys make this absolutely possible. And so I just want to thank you guys from the top and bottom of my heart. So here are the tiers, and then we'll give a big thank you. So here are the tiers. We have Mega Jaybefaunters, Super Duper Jaybefaunters, Super Jaybefaunters, Jaybefaunters, Comrade. There are a lot of them. Solidarity and JB members. And any new members, thank you so very much for also contributing to the channel. You literally are helping to keep the lights on. So thank you very much. And like I said before, Jaybefaunt is demonetized. So if you like to support the channel, you can support via Patreon or PayPal. Those are all linked in the description down below. Let's go back to the chat. Let me see. Jacqueline says, I found RVM because I was looking for a left-wing US channel that wasn't run by academics, but by working class people. Thank you very much. We have Paul Smith coming in saying, congratulations, JB, well-deserved, and onwards to 10,000. Wow. Thank you so very much to Paul Smith. All right. Thank you so much. And then good to see you, Wardy. Wardy has been with me. Oh, I've been seeing your name ever since I started. Black Unit Griffin, good to see you. All right. All right. And then let me go to my DMs. My DMs. All right. So okay. So I'm going to read this from Roger. Here's what Roger says. He said, also, I have no idea how I found you. Oh, man. I just pop up into people's lives randomly. I'm like, what's his name? He was on the Flintstones. He was an alien from the future. Was his name Mr. Gazoo? Something like that. He would pop up and say, hello, dum-dums. And just pop out of nowhere, But yeah, so yeah, I just pop up. And so a lot of people are like, who is this guy? And why is he like kissing my forehead? So all right, so let's continue. He says, being around people who are more knowledgeable and smarter than you is not what you need to worry about because that's an opportunity to learn. Being the dumbest person in the room is preferred because all they can feed you is knowledge. It is more dangerous for you when you're the smartest person in the room because all they can feed you is your ego. Ooh, that's a good one. Also, and shout out to Jacqueline. I hated that damn song by Rick Ashley back in the 80s. Also, oh my god. You guys. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Oh, Mouse, I'm so sorry. I lost a friend of 32 years Thursday. Condolences to your mom. My condolences to you. It's got to be tough, you know. But you also have those great memories to look back on. You know, it can't replace the person, but that's the gift that you have remaining from that friend. It's those memories. So that's a beautiful part. Savita says, God, yes, gosh, this is so risky surgery and all the meds. Do online stuff like auto insurance when people call in. To do calling customer service. Yeah, but I don't like these insurance companies. I don't like them. And then on top of that, a lot of times these companies, they want you to upsell. I hate sales. I did sales. I don't want to do sales no more. I don't want to do it no more. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to shed no tear. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Bender says, "What's good, JB? Congrats on up to on the subs. Thank you so very much. Appreciate it." All right. So, with that being said, I'm gonna head out because I actually went longer than what I wanted. But of course, you know I'm long-winded, so you guys know that about me. But look, this is a beautiful day. Of course, I'll be live on RBN tomorrow for the JB show. And so you guys can tune in to that. And then, of course, on Tuesday, Jonathan Peter Jackson will be joining me. We'll be discussing his relation to George Jackson. And we'll be talking about some stories that he wants to bring up. So we're gonna be getting into that. It's gonna be a fun conversation. I can't wait to get into. And yeah, you know, one of the things I want to do is just focus on gratitude, focus on just being grateful for what you have already, and then think about what others don't have and focus on trying to make sure that they are able to have the same thing. And we just need a system that can facilitate that. Because just like me, you want the world to win. And I think that's our goal here. So thank you very much to everybody. I'm going to head on out. And I just want to thank you guys for being so lovely, so kind, so gracious with your time, and allowing me to come into your homes or your devices on a weekly basis, at least. And of course, I'll be getting back into the readings as well of the books, because I feel like I can get back into that now and do more. I have more time on my hands now because I'm no longer on dialysis. So that's also a beautiful thing. So yes, we got a lot to talk about. And here's the 5,000 more. And we continue to move onward and upward. So what do I always say at the end of my streams? Well, let's do it together. All right. Oh, wait, before I do that, I gotta check the poll. I want to check the poll first. Ooh. All right. Let me enlarge. All right. Ooh. Hey. Open back up. All right. So let me share my screen so you guys can see. If in case anybody wants to do it on the rewatch. All right. So how did you find this channel? RBN FHL, 81%. Organizing on the ground, nobody, baby. Another show, 17%, and then YouTube feed and recommendations, 2%. Wow. Okay, cool. It's nice to know. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right, so let's do this over again. What do we always say? All right. Water your plants. Water yourselves. Got it. Leave the world better than you found it. Yes. Smoke them if you got them. Drink them if you got them. If you ain't got them, or if you don't want to have them, watch something funny. Because joy is revolutionary. And read, because reading is fundamental. I love you guys for watching. You guys take care. And forehead kisses. And a little tucking in for the rest of the night. You guys have yourself a great night. Thank you very much for the 5,000. And thank you for being you. Thank you for being you. Yeah. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you so very much for watching my channel. And I deeply appreciate it from the top and bottom of my heart. If you wish to support the channel further, so I can keep bringing you content that is educational and informative, you can become a patron on patreon.com/Jaybefaunt. You can find that link in the pinned comment or in the description below. No matter what you give, you'll be supporting independent media and education that helps make the world better. Thank you so much, and you can watch more of my content here. Mwah. Forehead kisses, and have a beautiful day.